Hello everybody, my name is Max and today I bring to you an Iceborne Marauders deck profile. I have always had a special place in my heart for the Legion Marauders. You know, I used to play this deck to get to Masters. I think I ran like 22 and 4 one time to go from Diamond to Masters with it. So it's a really good deck. And with the buff of Iceborne Legacy, I'm really excited to try granting these Marauders everywhere 2-2. As you know, we play the Strength in Numbers, which summons 2 Legion Marauders, and then these are going to continue to get bigger with every time we get to attack with them. So we play things like Shunpo and the Ashe, which obviously has synergy as she attacks as well. And yeah, so we're just going to get right into this, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so for the first matchup, we've got Kula Train running a Elise Kindred Ezreal deck. We've seen this become popular since the patch buffed Kindred a little bit, so it should be an interesting matchup. I think because we play so much mid-range attacking, it should be pretty solid for us, but they do play a lot of removal like Mystic Shot and stuff, which could make this tricky. So I think obviously we keep the champions because they're really good on tempo. We're attacking on 3, so that's going to be happy. That's going to make us happy, and yeah, I think that's our mulligan. We see they only put back 1 card, so that's going to be probably 3 solid cards. I could see an Ezreal being kept or an Elise as well. We just pass on turn 1, obviously. Yeah, LeBlanc on 3 is always a pretty solid start for us. But we would like to play her when we have things like the Troll Chant and the Elixir of Iron as well to protect her through the removal spells. But we'll see if that's going to be possible or not. They are starting off quite aggressively. I'm almost considering Brittle Stealing here, but I think we'll hold it until later and call it a day. And here we've got LeBlanc on 3. Happy to just play it out. The best lies are beautiful indeed. So we've got to watch out. I would really hate to get Mystic Shotted here. That would put me so far behind on tempo. I'm not sure we would even be able to come back, to be honest. But we're going to keep up that spell mana, pretend like we have ways to protect LeBlanc, and maybe they won't choose to target it. That could be a Glimpse Beyond. Oh, wow. They just let us hit for 5. I'm pretty happy about that. Next turn, we can Brittle Steel the Elise here. Oh, and we actually have the Troll Chant now. That's also great. Ooh, we could do a very risky play where we like Trifarian and Glory Seeker and then Shunpo on this turn. We could play something like Ashe. I understand now the reason they didn't want to block is because they're going to kill their Spiderling and then summon a unit with LeBlanc. I mean, they're going to mark our LeBlanc and kill it. So that makes things pretty tricky. I could use Ashe as a point of defense. But not really what we want to get down either.
I'm not getting any younger.
You're not getting any younger. But don't you live forever, LeBlanc? That's okay. I think Ashe should be fine here. Hopefully our opponent gets greedy and attacks with the Kindred as well. And then we'll be able to like Brittle Steal it and kill it. Okay, there's a Glimpse Beyond. So that's going to mark our LeBlanc, which is quite scary. Because we're just losing a champion for them essentially doing nothing. Let's see what else happens here. I wouldn't be surprised if they attacked. But if they attack with this Kindred, it's a big misplay, obviously, because then I get to freeze it. And, right, okay. So that's a big hit in tempo for us. A little unfortunate. Let's try to kill the Kindred with this Glory Seeker. That's just going to be a go hard. Okay, we can protect it with the Troll Chant, so no need to panic quite yet. Yeah, and then I think we'll give this -2. So that way when we attack, we're... Well, we can do at least... No, let's yeah, we'll do the Burgeoning Sentinel -2. We're already freezing the Kindred, so that's irrelevant. Hopefully they don't have another Mystic Shot for us. And we go in like this. Drag the Kindred as we freeze it. And go in. So... Also, one thing I forgot to mention, Ashe, with her level up effect, only requires 4 enemies to be frostbit instead of 3. I mean, instead of 5 like it used to be. So that's really nice. They're actually letting us kill both of these units. I'm a little surprised. It feels too good to be true. It's gonna put our whispered words one away from being activated. I think I'll brittle steel if that's the case. I'm happy to be a little greedy here since it seems like they don't have anything. Nice. I'm still a little sus about what does our opponent have if it's not removal. Demacia sends its regards. Okay, burgeoning sentinel. Next turn I might want a Shumpo. Ah, okay, there's the aftershock that kills our Ashe. Hopefully we start getting these Legion Marauders that we can use to grow them larger, but we have not seen any of those yet. You know, all you have to do is ask and you will receive when you play Legends Runeterra. Look at that strength in numbers. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful, guys? Oh, goodness gracious. There's my Legion Marauders. I've been waiting for them. Oh, that's a real bummer, though. Hopefully they get greedy and attack with Kindred here. Perfect. And then we can just brittle steel, bada bing, bada boom. We take 6 damage. It's not a big deal. We're going to grow these Legion Marauders, Shunpo. These will hopefully get out of hand before our opponent can deal with them. Flash freeze is cool. We open attack, try to push 10 damage. They're likely going to block with these. But that activates our Whispered Woods, which is nice. Just a Vengeance on one of them. Okay. We don't really need to flash freeze there because they're going to grow anyways more, so not too relevant.
There's nothing to fear.
Got a lot of draw here, which is really nice. Ooh, I could Iceborne Legacy this one. I could set up the Avarician Sentry since we may need a blocker. Thankfully, unfortunately, these are fearsome, so the Sentry doesn't really do much. I'll just go for another Whispered Woods, try to dig for more Marauders. There we go, baby. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, we'll just call it a day. Next turn, slam more Legion Marauders, I believe. And there's another one. That's great. I might have to block with this one, unfortunately. You know what? I could block Iceborne Legacy. It's not bad. Because then we're just going to play this one down and we can strengthen numbers on the next turn. And that's pretty great, actually. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, that doesn't take it out of range. Okay, I'll do it here. That works. Puts us down to 6, which is a little sketchy with the Ezreal on the horizon. Maybe I'll have to flash freeze as well. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. We're just trying to preserve our health so we can actually develop both of these and hopefully win the game. So I'm happy to play the Marauders there. It does tell my opponent I don't have anything to protect this one with, but hopefully that'll be okay. Another Go Hard. That's their third one because we see it's at 2 out of 3 right now. So we're going to have to be wary of the Packer bags, which is likely coming. Thankfully, our Marauders are outside of the range of that, being lethal for them, but still problematic. So here we can strengthen numbers, get 2 more 7/6 units, which is the power of the Iceborne Legacy, you know. Summoning these everywhere, huge, is pretty nice. And is that a pack your bags? The opponent surrendered. Let's go. All right. Great win to start with. I'm pretty happy to see that. All right, gamers. Back with our second game against Witnessmaker, friend of the stream. Shout out Mr. M on Twitch TV. So, again, another Kindred deck. It appears these have become quite popular. And then this one has Caitlyn, which is an interesting tech. I'm not sure how exactly this is going to play out, but I'm happy to see a Legion Marauder. I might even keep Troll Chant. I probably would if we were attacking on 3, but since we're not, I think we can afford to just keep the Marauder and keep it pushing. I don't even know if I can afford to keep the Iceborne Legacy here. I probably need more of a presence on board to deal with their threats. Things like the Drag are really good. The Freeze is pretty solid. Yeah, I'm happy with this mulligan. Again, they only mulligan 1 card, so it's a bit sketchy for us. Let's see what we do. Double Marauder is nice. We're happy to see that. Just passing through the first couple turns. It's nice they don't have as aggressive as a start as the last opponent, so we can take it a little bit more easier here. Caitlyn is fine. We can Troll Chant that. We can Brittle Steel it. Sorry, Flash Freeze, Brittle Steel. Pretty down for this. Let's see if our unit gets Mystic Shotted here. I would not be surprised if this is Mystic Shot. Yep. Okay. Well, you gotta shoot your shot with the Marauders sometimes. It's a bit unfortunate, but I think we had to go for that play. Ashe is nice. I might just do Ashe instead here. Well, yeah, let's start with Ashe. She's pretty solid.
I think not.
If they develop a Kindred, this is tricky. If they kill Ashe, I'm fine with it. Oh, just to go hard. Yeah, that's fine. No big deal. I'm not particularly fazed by these go hard strategies. You know, they're a bit slow right now, especially in something like Shadow Isles, so not too upset about that. Do they have another Mystic Shot? Looks like it. Ah, bummer. Okay. We have one Legion Marauder, which we're hoping will lead us to victory. One Marauder to save us all. Oh, that's a really nice top deck as well, the Glory Seeker. Unfortunately, does lose to the go hards as well, but we'll see how that plays out.
One step ahead.
Also very bad against the traps that Kaylin was about to plant.
Now we wait.
But there's only 2 in our deck so far, so it's not too big of a deal. Let's have some fun. Why don't we? I would expect they don't have a third Mystic Shot, but there could be more removal for these Marauders. A Catalog of Regret, very interesting. Considering they haven't played any spells quite yet, it's not a big deal. Ah, it's a Piltover Peacemaker.
Here's
Damn.
my calling card.
That's really bad. They're just gonna end up like removing our units over and over and over and over again. I'm not sure we can really win this one at this point, unfortunately. Because right now they still have another Piltover Peacemaker in hand because the Catalog of Regrets copies the spell. Which, and with no removal, I mean, I guess it can like Fury of the North my unit here. Keep it alive. Face me. I could Iceborne Legacy this Glory Seeker. That's an option as well. Let's just go for the Fury of the North. You know, the game is never over when we play Legion Marauders because you can draw the pardon me, the Strength in Numbers that summons 2 of them, the 8-cost card. The game is really never over because it has so much comeback potential, but right now it feels very bad. They're again gonna get another Piltover Peacemaker on their turn. All we have is a LeBlanc here. Not particularly helpful. I can try to Shumpo perhaps and greed something out. So yeah, let me just start LeBlanc here, I suppose.
Time to make an appearance.
And we'll see what they do with their rest of their mana. I think I may concede this one pretty quickly though. Yeah, I can't even block this Kindred with the Flash Freeze because then I just get Piltover Peacemaker. Oh no, I don't, because it only copies fleeting spells. Never mind, they don't have one in their hand. They don't have any spells. Okay, that's actually nice. I was misreading this entire situation. Okay, now they have something off the Archivist.
Nothing's more exciting than an unsolved mystery.
We'll just pass, see what they do first, since they have a fleeting spell in hand. Another Mystic Shot. Alrighty. This will trigger Kindred, which I really would rather not occur. So I'll just buff the Archivist here. I mean, I'll just buff the LeBlanc here and try to make the best out of a poor situation so far. The Kindred attacks, that's fine. Gets in some damage, not a big deal. We're not particularly scared of losing via Nexus health at this point. We're down to 10 though. Sure. No big deal. This Kindred has seen no marks pop, so we're kind of chilling. Got a Shumpo in hand, which is cute. I could draw a Strength in Numbers, which would be beautiful. Unfortunately, these Flash Bombs are really threatening. I expect that's a go hard. Oh, just a Thermo Beam? Okay. So they'll have another Thermo Beam in their hand.
They will.
And then the mark. Oh, that's so terrible. Oh god. My board is next to nothing. Troll Chant. This is... We're banking on one LeBlanc to carry us to victory, and I'm not sure she has it in her. Time Trick. Especially with the thermo beam in hand. It's feeling like this one is a little bit too little too late.
What's the motive?
But that's okay, you know. You can't always pop off your strategy. Sometimes they have like double mystic shot early game. You don't draw your protection spells. It's not a big deal, you know. That is just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Yeah, no big deal there. I was a bit ambitious by doing that first brittle steel play. I should have just probably held back and attacked with the Marauders on my turn. That probably would have made more sense. Cause opponent is taking a little long here. I'm just gonna hit him with the GG and call this one over. GG's to Witness Maker. They got me there. Catalog of Regrets provides essentially infinite value, which makes things very difficult. Okay, with the third and final game, we've got Uchiha George, FNX Phoenix Esports. Opponent, Pantheon Taric, which is quite a nice matchup, I would gander, because we want to face things that have to enter combat often, and both of these units like to attack me. So things like the Frostbite are going to be very effective at dealing with their threats. I think this is pretty good. We're just going to try to get some nicer units to start off the game with. And Legion Marauder and Glory Seeker are pretty good. So pretty happy with that. Saga Seeker there. Bit tricky to deal with. We'll see how this pops off. Faded, for those who don't know, every time you target it, grows 1/1. There's an effect like this in Magic. I don't remember what it's called as well, but pretty similar. Interesting. So they just start with the Bright Steel. I can be pretty happy trading the Sentry. Playing the Sentry here essentially just saves me 3 damage because they're not going to attack into it. So that's cool. Don't want to trade that there, obviously. I think I start with the Glory Seeker here. See if they play any more units, because it works so well with the Reckoning play. So I'm down to just chill and wait until they commit more units onto the board so I can get a big Reckoning kill. Let's see what they do. Oh, that's so perfect. So we're just going to Reckoning here. And it loses to the single combat, so hopefully they don't have that to trade with our Trifarian Glory Seeker, but that's an amazing swing in tempo for us. I'm pretty happy to take that risk. They didn't even have the sharp side on the Turk, which is a bit surprising. I expected at the very least to have to deal with that. So now we just get to develop our Legion Marauder for essentially free. Because we have the Glory Seeker to drag any threat out of the way already. So pretty happy with how this is going so far. We got the strength in numbers to get more of them. All we need left in our combo is the Iceborne Legacy, and we are chilling. So I think I just let the Trifarian Glory Seeker go die, essentially. Sacrifice yourself for the cause, and then we Brittle Steel next turn, perhaps. Or just go in with the strength in numbers and focus on our own strategy. I'm pretty down to continue to 2-head here. Well, the Legion Marauders make it more viable for us to trade on the board, perhaps. Or I could just strengthen numbers. I'm torn. A big rally here with Taric would be very difficult to deal with. So I'm almost convinced that we should just add the Legion Marauder, and then we can do things like Brittle Steel and Flash Freeze to protect our health. Okay, Goat. Bah. See if they have a spell for Taric here. Just a Guiding Touch. Interesting. Alright, let's try to kill this Taric with the Brittle Steel. And do I try to kill the Goat as well? That's a real question. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's get another blocker out the way. Try to split their attention if they do want to protect one or the other. I expect the Sharp Sight now on the Taric. Oh, just another Guiding Touch. Damn. Well, that'll do it. That'll protect it. Okay, that's cool. I'm still pretty happy with the result of this combat. So, and we used our mana pretty effectively that turn. So now we just strengthen numbers and go for a really huge swing. Not sure what they're going to do to try and counter this, but I do have the Troll Chant waiting as well, which is really nice. They do rarely play the thing. What's the Garen spell? Oh, but they don't even have mana for that. That takes 8 mana, the Judgment. So we're kind of chilling. I don't really know what they're going to try to answer us with, but I feel very happy about how this is going. I think the Legion Marauders are kind of popping off for our final game. They're showing out. I would love to see Ice War Legacy. You can draw it off the Whispered Words, perhaps, after all these get to hit the board, hopefully. Okay, there's a Zenith Blade. That's a little scary. Buffs their Taric up quite a bit. All of these are 8/7. Holy shit. Let's go. Okay, the Legion Marauders are popping off. This is beautiful. Okay, that might be lethal. That literally might be lethal. Let's go. Okay. Well, we're going to end on the victory screen here. Thank you so much to everybody watching. I hope you enjoyed watching some silly Legion Marauders plays. You know, it's quite a strong deck. Got me back up to around 200 OP in Masters. It's quite a fun one. If you have time, if you got the Iceborne Legacies, I really suggest it. If you enjoyed that video, please consider subscribing to me. I'm always streaming on Twitch every day, so follow me there. If you want to see this live, some live gameplay, we can interact, talk. Join the Discord if you have any questions about how to play the decks. If you want to talk to me, ask me anything about how they may work, maybe tech changes, things I might change later. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.